Confessions.
I also went to a Dodger game and sat in front row, and I had a bag of Cracker Jacks.
So wait a minute. I heard you did something tonight.
Oh, yes. I also went to a drag show.
How was that? How was the drag show? Tell us about that drag show.
Was that a drag?
Grab popcorn, everybody.
It's not a bad thing. A drag show is kind of interesting. It's kind of out of the element. If you're not into seeing men dressed up as women, it can be kind of uncomfortable, especially when they touch you like they did to me. They didn't touch me.
Are they allowed to touch you?
Yeah, they're allowed to touch you, but you're not allowed to touch them.
Sounds like a stripper joint, but
the thing, listen, let me finish my stuff.
Did they offer you a dance?
No, they didn't offer you dances. They just came up behind me and like fondled my ear, and I thought that was really awkward. And the only thing I could,
pretty boy.
But they don't say that. They're singing. They're usually singing a song,
wiggling your
earlobe. Or actually, they're lip syncing to a song. But the thing is, you're not used to having people touch you during anything like that. So it's like, oh my god, what's going on right now?
I heard that you left the place with a wet back.
What?
Yes, somebody went to hug me, and while they hugged me, they had a drink in their hand. They spilled half the drink on my back. So I don't understand how that could be. But man, I had a wet back. So the guy that picked me up in the lift. That sucks for them. With the guy that picked me up on the lift,
I'm a back's wet.
Yeah, that's all I said. That's literally what I said. He hugged me, and I was like, "Oh, my back is super wet right now." And he's like, "Ooh, I spilled half of it on you." I was like, "Okay, thanks."
Imagine if he was like, "Oops, I got excited."
What?
He would be so scared.
No.
Who has a penis that long?
The person that was fondling your ear.
It doesn't even matter. It's just hilarious.
They wear like.
So, how many dollar bills did you throw at them?
I got a total of $5 bills, and Allie got $6 bills. In total, we had 11. That's Allie is my wife. So I went and I grabbed them, and you're not allowed to put dollar bills in their waist or anywhere on their body, because in the city of Santa Ana, that's seen as soliciting for sex. So what I had to do is you ball them up and you throw them on the stage. And I thought it was really funny. I was just aiming for their faces, but that was a bad idea because I never got it. But they said if you can't hit the stage, then put quarters in the dollar and throw it. And wrap it up, and then it goes farther.
Knock somebody out. Oh, God.
Well, he said like a couple shows ago, someone put like $3 in quarters in there and tried to throw it. And like... and then it went really far, but it hit someone in the eye, and it like stopped the show. So
it's like knock someone out.
It's over. Like the show is overly sexual.
Did you get
the thing that's really weird is when you're sitting there and you see a lady come up there with like extreme makeup, and then they have hairier arms than you. Then you're like, oh god, what did I just watch? But that was about it. I don't think that we're allowed to take selfies until the end of the show, and plus, I didn't feel like taking a selfie. It was kind of weird.
Sure.
Would you ever do it again?
Would I ever do it again? Probably not. I mean, I would go to it if Allie wanted to go to it, but I'm not really it wasn't really something that was, it was entertaining, but yeah, it was not my cup of tea. Mm-hmm. And the reason why is I felt extremely uncomfortable after, even though I had like 8 beers, I still felt uncomfortable because I felt like someone was...
Were the drinks affordable at least?
And before the drag show, yes, there were $2 for everything, and there were like 16, maybe 12 ounces.
That's not bad.
So $2 for everything, and then it was called the draft cup or whatever. And then at 11 o'clock it starts boys' night, and then all the boys come out, and I was like, I'm not staying for this shit, and I left. I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with that. I was like, I gotta get out of here, so I got my.
It's about to get really bad. Man, I gotta go.
I'm gonna tell you right now, gay men are very, very forward.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They're like, you want to get sick right now? Like, what? Hello? Who are you?
And I went to the toilet, and you know that in the men's toilet, they didn't have a toilet seat, man. It was a straight toilet. You just sit down in your butt. You can sink in that thing. There's no seat.
You squat.
You have to squat. And I was like, damn, man, I can't do nothing here.
Like you're in Turkey again.
Well, this one, yeah, but at least in this one, it's a little higher, so you can like kind of semi-squat, but... The thing that was really funny, I was looking in the bathroom to find the little holes in the stalls to find out the
looking for the glory holes?
Yes, I was looking, but there was none. So in the middle of the show, they started launching all these balloons all over, bubbles all over the place because it's like a drag show. They're like doing all the
bubbles and sparkles,
1980s, We Are Family song or something, 1970s. And when that happened, a bubble machine on the top started shooting bubbles out, and I was eating my sandwich. I was like, "Fuck, my sandwich is gonna cover with bubbles." So I took my napkin and I threw it on top of my food. And I put my hand over my beer, and the first thing that happens is the waiter comes up and he's like, are you done with your food, sir? I'm like, no, I'm not done with my food. He's like, oh, yeah, so you're just covering for the bubbles? I'm like, yeah, just leave me alone. So he left and he came back, and I was still eating. And I was excited when the bubble stopped.
I would laugh if you went through all that trouble and then like a bubble went in your mouth.
My ass is going to sleep.
It's only been 2 hours. Calm yourself. Good thing I brought this blanket. My butt feels nice and cushy. Sorry, continue.
What is wrong with you? Why do you always do this Chinese talk?
I don't know.
Anyway.
All right, continue.
All right. So the first news story.
The first one you'll probably like, Ellie, because she's African American and she's female.
That's pretty cool. Very powerful.
I hope she's
power to the women.
I hope she's kooky.
Yeah.
I want her to be kooky. I don't want her to be like this cool, like, yeah, I know everything. No.
Yeah, that's
No, that's exactly what she's going to be. Yeah, I know everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's hope not too much.
I want her to not like Foxy Brown or anything. You know, like how... What?
Foxy Brown.
I'm sorry. Like, hey, man.
Eventually, you can like pull the drawer open, take your underwear out, shake it, and some fucking pizza will fall out. That's what's gonna happen.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? You're gonna take your underwear out. You're gonna shake it, and some pizza's gonna come out. Are you smoking dope? That sounds like a dope talk to me.
Nope. Ooh.
Are you snorting morphine?
What the fuck's happening right now?
Well, talking about snorting morphine, have you guys been watching the first topic of the month, Mr. Robot?
Oh god!
I am Mr.
Season
Roboto.
1.
Man, you guys fucked this episode.
You shitting yourself?
Ellie, can you say Apple TV now has support for ordering pizzas? Just say that.
Well, you know, Apple TV now has support.
What was that? Just say Apple TV now has support for ordering pizzas. Just say that. What the fuck is going on with Tommy?
I don't know, he's smoking some dope again.
It's turning so red.
I know, it's so funny. All of a sudden
I'm
you start
so
cracking
worried.
Are you okay? Are you farting on your face again?
Topic of the week number 1. Mr. Robot.
Season 1. Do one more time.
Why are you laughing so much?
Topic of the week number 1. Mr. Robot Season 1.
Has anyone seen what a crackhead laughs like? That's what that fool laughs like.
Crackhead.
Yeah, this nigga's gonna choke on his own damn tongue.
Whew. It's a really good show.
What the fuck is going on?
Hey guys, what do you think of Mr. Robot?
Somebody needs to stop laughing.
Yeah, he's gonna have a heart attack. He's gonna die. Nobody call.
Too much monster for him. You guys, I'm worried.
Nobody call ambulance. Let him just die.
Hey guys, what do you think of Mr. Robot?
It is a great show.
I watched the first 2 episodes. That was pretty cool.
So far, what I've seen, it's really cool, but also very
What is going on?
Just continue. What is wrong with him?
It's a crackhead noise. So much.
It just came. I was like, oh no.
I remember. I do not know what's happening with you. Is it really that funny? What's going on? Talk about what's funny. What are you laughing about? Talk about it. Just talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Because if you don't talk about it, it's not going to get out of here. Talk about it.
He said homage.
We're not going to get through this.
I did it for you, Tommy. I know you like homage.
The fuck is in this?
Stop drinking.
This is not normal.
Put it down.
No.
So, go ahead.
It makes me want.